How I turned $0 into wealth. My extreme financial switch up. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share my incredible journey of how I went from having absolutely nothing to building real wealth. This is not just a story of numbers and budgets. It's about mindset, determination, and the extreme measures I took to turn my financial life around. So, if you're ready to be inspired and learn some actionable steps, stick around. Let's be honest, here's some background. Let me take you back to where it all began. Just a few years ago, I was drowning in debt, living paycheck to paycheck, and feeling like I'd never escape this cycle. I remember the day I realized I had to make a change. I had been just living life trying to just fit in with the Jones, until I started getting debt collectors calling and worrying me on a daily. And so to the internet I went, and that's when I came across a well-known personality on YouTube who helped me realize I could in fact turn my financial vendetta into something positive by changing my outlook and perspective. It was a wake-up call for me, and I knew I had to do something drastic to turn my life around. Amongst the personal background, financial struggles, the moment of realization hit me like a ton of bricks. That's the moment my finances would never be the same again. This was the turning point. I watched another YouTuber talking about vision boards and visuals of motivational quotes and images of financial success, and truly putting yourself in that moment, whether with meditation or actually realistically rehearsing these exercises in real-life scenarios in person. That turning point came when I decided to take control of my finances. I started by educating myself about money management, budgeting, and investing. I read books, watched videos, and listened to podcasts. One of the key concepts I learned was the importance of mindset. I had to shift from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. I began to believe that I was capable of achieving financial freedom. I, as well, realized the importance of education and gaining financial knowledge was extremely important, along with the importance of the mindset shift, which this strategy definitely required. The main structured part of this all, though, was the resources that I acquired, which started with the internet searches, YouTube videos, podcasts, books I read, or even listened to. Audiobooks as well, the planners I purchased, along with my journal. These were all necessities. The strategy for which I used was pretty straightforward and easy to comprehend. Between the poster boards I bought and designed and screensavers I self-customize, helped me focus on the bigger picture on a daily basis, as well as the affirmations I acquired into my routine day and night. With that said, now let's dive into the strategies that helped me transform my finances. First, I created a strict budget. I tracked every single expense, from groceries to entertainment. This helped me identify where my money was going and where I could cut back. I also implemented the 50-30-20 rule, 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and investments. With these pie charts I studied and created for myself, helped me to really strategize my finances using this important rule. Next, I focused on increasing my income. I picked up side hustles, freelancing, tutoring, and even selling items I no longer needed. Every extra dollar I earned went straight into my savings. This was crucial for building my emergency fund and eventually investing. I used these several key takeaways for getting this far, and I'm going to share them with you by creating a budget, gave the knowledge for helping track my income, along with 2 to 3 different side hustles that I rotated back and forth between, along with getting promoted at work to get paid more. I was truly able to start seeing the light of day with my emergency fund and investment strategy. Then came the challenges. Of course, I faced several here and there. They would randomly show up out of nowhere and would have me questioning my sanity or capabilities. However, with all the key reminders for which I had surrounded myself, I truly always had reassurance and clarification. I'd be lying if I didn't say that yes, my mind would truly try and convince me something wasn't going to work. But with that said, I would always double down on the visuals and affirmations until finally all the self-doubting ceased to exist. Of course, it wasn't all smooth sailing. There were challenges along the way. I faced setbacks that tested my resolve, unexpected expenses, temptations to spend, and moments of doubt. But I learned to stay focused on my goals and remind myself why I started this journey. I also found support in online communities where I could share my struggles and successes. The real challenges faced were mainly just reassurance when others were spending or questioning me about my finances, until I finally realized that the only say-so anyone would get was my own. Plus the importance of perseverance, no matter how hard it may seem, along with surrounding myself with mentors or my fans, cheerleaders. The importance of communities. I can't even begin to stress what a key role they play with all that said. The results and positive energy that I placed into my financial growth, and the positive vibes and energy I put into my vision boards and journals to serve as reminders for my success story for which I am creating. Fast forward to today, and I'm proud to say that I've built a solid foundation for my financial future. I've paid off my debts, built an emergency fund, and started investing in my future. I'm now on the path to financial independence, and it feels amazing. Now that the startup part is out the way, I commence to building a support network. Basically a place where I can go, whether in person or online, or even through FaceTime or Zoom calls, to talk and share issues or ideas or strategies with like-minded people. Just to give you all a reminder, you are who you surround yourself with. Remember this, one of the most significant factors in my journey was the support network I built around myself. I realized that going through this financial transformation alone can be isolating and overwhelming. So I sought out like-minded individuals who were also on their journeys to financial freedom. I joined online forums, local meetups, and even social media groups focused on personal finance. Having a community provided me with accountability, encouragement, and new ideas. We shared tips, celebrated each other's milestones, and provided support during tough times. I can't stress enough how beneficial it is to surround yourself with positive influences and people who share your financial aspirations. Having a community provided me with accountability, encouragement, and new ideas. We shared tips, celebrated each other's milestones, and provided support during tough times. I can't stress enough how beneficial it is to surround yourself with positive influences and people who share your financial aspirations. So now, as I recognize the importance of supportive communities and ways to find these types of people to surround yourself with, to be able to hold one another accountable, all while sharing experiences, you'll be amazed at what you can learn just from simple comparisons. Now that the startup legwork is done, it's time to really get serious and start setting future goals. Now that I've achieved some financial stability, it's essential to think about the future. I've set specific, measurable goals that will keep me motivated on this journey. For me, this includes saving for a down payment on a house, contributing to retirement funds, and even starting my own business. I've learned that setting short-term and long-term goals allows me to stay focused and gives me something to strive for. I regularly review and adjust these goals as needed, which keeps my financial plan dynamic and aligned with my life changes. Remember, your goals should be personal and reflect what you truly desire in life. They need to be as clearly defined as possible, with key details and even description on the time frame. The types of goals, remember, the more you plan and put yourself in the moment, the easier they get to execute and review them every few days or so as well. With all this being said, my call to action for you is to plan a strategy to get started on an amazing financial journey, just so as I did, and for that matter, keep a journal so you can visually see the growth for yourself. Just know if you set your mind to it and surround yourself with people who believe and want to see you succeed as well, you cannot be stopped. Today I invite you to start your financial journey stronger than ever. And if having uncertainty yourself, just know I truly believe in you and your success that awaits. So, there you have it. My extreme financial switch-up journey. I hope my story inspires you to take control of your finances. Remember, it's never too late to start. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content, and share your financial journey in the comments below. Let's support each other on this path to financial freedom. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace, love, and courage. You got this.